Good afternoon, I'm Callum, this is Sale High.
And I'm Sinead, and this is the first ever Sale High School BBC report.
Our first story is Sale High School's production Othello. Over to our reporters.
I am Rico, and today in the school hall, I'm here to interview the Sale High School production team about their preparations for 3 murders, a suicide and a near miss, which is a play based on Shakespeare's Othello. I spoke to Mrs. Bussell, the production team leader. I'm here with Mrs. Bussell, who is the director of the school production and the director of drama. So, Miss, tell us what the play is about.
The play is actually a skit, a joke on the Othello play, so it's all about murder and suicide and everybody sort of deceiving each other, and in the end it's just one big mess of murder. So we're hoping to get a lot of laughs out of it, and so far it's going quite well. We've added an extra scene as well, so to lengthen it and also to make sure the clowns and the idiots have a lot more to say. So it's you have to come and buy a ticket, come and see it to get the whole story.
Who and what years are involved?
Mainly year 7 through to 10, because year 11s are at a tricky time doing the GCSEs and other qualifications at the moment.
So, Miss, why did you choose a Shakespeare play?
I chose this one, to be honest, because it was the funniest one. I read through quite a few scripts, including one that was a mixture of Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings, another funny one as well. But this one seemed to fit in with the idea of English in school and bringing Shakespeare up to date, modern, a little bit more kind of jokey, so that students get to know about Shakespeare, but through a nice way.
Has there been any difficulties in the rehearsals?
Definitely. We did have a year 11 student in originally, but due to the stresses of GCSEs he had to drop out of the part. So replacing him and replacing a couple of other students who found it a bit stressful or a little bit too time consuming. And the other thing is just cramming in as many rehearsals as we can.
Can you tell us the dates and how much it will be for adults and other people to come and watch the production?
Yeah, we're still deciding on the ticket prices, but of course we'll keep that reasonable because we want as many people to come as possible. But as far as dates are concerned, we are doing a full dress rehearsal on Monday the 23rd. We're doing a matinee performance to primary schools. We're going to invite them in for the afternoon of the 24th on Tuesday. And then on Wednesday evening is our main play, Wednesday the 25th. So I'll let you know ticket prices as soon as we've sorted them out, because it's early doors on that one.
And that's in May, right?
May, yeah. May the 25th is our main night, and tickets will be limited, so you need to get in early, really.
I just want to say a big thank you for letting us interview you, and good luck with the show.
You're welcome, and thank you very much.
Today I'm here with Lauren to interview her about the part in the school play production 3 murders, a suicide and a near miss from Shakespeare's play Othello.
So Lauren, what is your part in the school play?
I'm Iago. I'm like one of the main parts.
Is it easy being an actress for Iago?
Not really, because he's a guy, so you have to kind of pretend you're a man for like when you get into the part. It's not that as easy as when you think it is.
He's a villain, right? What bad things does he do?
He, at first, because someone stole his job, he tries to get his job back by like setting up the guy, but it doesn't work, so then he makes up a rumour saying that 2 people are having an affair, and then in the end basically he gets a lot of people killed and he ends up killing other people, so it's not a nice part to play.
Do you enjoy being the kind of bad boy part?
Yeah, I do really like playing a bit of a meaning, because I usually play nice characters, so it's nice to have a bit of a change.
Thank you for that, Lauren. We hope that it goes well for you in the production soon. Good luck.
Thank you.
Okay, cheers, and looking to the right, and a big sigh, shoulders as well. Oh.
Looks fantastic. The Sale High production will be performed on Tuesday the 24th of May for primary schools and Wednesday the 25th of May for adults and all others. We would just like to say a big thank you and good luck to all the cast involved. Now back to the studio.
The next story is about Sale High's brand new library with new books, new computers and top-of-the-art stuff. Over to our reporters.
Hi, my name is Mohammed. I'm standing inside Sale High School Library. I have interviewed Mrs. Stanring. What do you think about the new library?
I think it's a fantastic space. It's really, greatly thought out. We've got the computer area upstairs, which makes it a nice separate area for classes, and lots of workspace and plenty of shelves for the new books.
What plan do you have for a library?
At the moment, we're concentrating on getting all the books on the shelves. When we first opened up the library, we had a lot of old stock in here from the previous library. So we've been working through trying to filter out all the older books and buy plenty of new stocks in. So at the moment I'm cataloguing all the new books, and hopefully in the next couple of weeks the students will be able to start borrowing the books, taking them home with them. Then we want to get homework clubs and things set up in here, and also get all the classes coming in and using it regularly.
What is the highlight of your job?
Well, I enjoy working with students, so getting people into reading is something that I really enjoy. So finding the right books for the right people. At the moment I'm asking a lot of students for recommendations, what they like to read, and then hopefully I can get the books in and students will start using the library more.
Most of you may have heard about the new Metro link. We wanted to find out how it was affecting our local community.
Teachers at Sale High School to ask her what she thinks about the Metro link being put in and all the trees being cut down for it.
Well, hello Emma. I think that Metrolink will make life a lot more convenient for a lot of people around here, but I am very concerned about the trees that are being cut down.
Well, what would you say if they replanted all the trees that they did cut down?
Well, I think that would be absolutely fine as long as they do keep that promise.
Okay then, thank you for your time then.
Thanks a lot.
A few weeks ago, Sale High students interviewed people from the local community. Here's my interview with Alan.
When did you move into this community, and if not, how long have you lived here?
I came into Sale when I got married, and that was 1960. We actually moved into Sale to live in 1962. So we've been here nearly 50 years.
And what's changed in over the past 50 years?
Well, the two major changes that I could think of would be localised shopping. In that respect, you would, in the old days, you'd go down to the bottom of the road to the local shops, and there you would be able to buy everything, more or less everything that you needed for the ensuing week. We had, at the bottom of our road, we had a confectioner's, a butcher's, two greengrocers, a grocer's, a hardware shop, a pharmacy. In fact, we had quite a lot. Nowadays, with the advent of supermarkets, we have got very, very little in our local shops. The other aspect in change, again, is in entertainment. 50 years ago, Sale had 3 cinemas, the Odeon, the Savoy, and the Warwick in Sale Moor. And we also had 2 dance halls. We had a dance floor on Sale Swimming Baths on Washway Road on a Saturday night, and then shortly after the 1950s we had a major dance floor built above the old swimming pool called the Locarno. So we had dances available to the local community every week, and that's now gone. So major changes.
And as a third question, how has the traffic changed in the last 20-30 years?
Well, of course, it's grown and grown tremendously because, of course, of the huge advent in new property. Every time you get new property now, there's always 1 or 2 cars to each property. They've all got to come onto the major roads, and of course, during rush hour, we've got gridlock, both morning and night.
Okay, thank you.
Sadly, yesterday, Elizabeth Taylor, a famous actress, died of heart disease. She was aged 79 and she won 2 Oscars. She'll be dearly missed.
And now it's time for a report on the sports. Over to Rico.
Hi, I'm Rico and here's the sports report. On Tuesday, the Year 9 and 8 girls football team played St Joseph's in a crucial quarter-final. Unfortunately, the girls lost 2-1, but put a great fighting spirit to try and come back from a 2-0 at half-time. Tia scored the only goal for Sale High. Over to the reporter, Hannah, who watched the game.
Of the team's performances today. Oh, I think it was fantastic. Didn't they do well? I was so proud of them. They worked so hard. It was just such a shame that we didn't quite get there. And we had lots of shots, but we didn't quite make it, unfortunately.
Okay. What was your team's best moment?
in my eyes, well, my best moment must have been when Jessica Shepherd did the really big long run as fast as she could down the line, and she was right there to get it 2-2 to go to extra time, and she just missed. So my heart sank. But that was my best moment of the game.
Tia, could you describe your goal for us?
Well, the other Tia kicked the ball, and it nearly went in, but it bounced off the goalie, and then I just kicked it, and then it went in.
How do you feel when you see your daughter playing football?
Immense pride, first of all, because she's very timid and quiet, Tia. So when she goes into the football pitch, she becomes a little tiger.
What do you think?
I'm happy for her that she plays football. I think they've got a great PE department here, and she loves being involved in all the sports.
Okay, thank you.
On Saturday, England will play a crucial qualifying game against Wales. Unfortunately for Wales, left winger Gareth Bale is injured with a hamstring injury. Fortunately for England, goalkeeper Robert Green will start. This is an important qualifier for England as they need to win to stay in the group. But unfortunately for Wales, they are still on 0 points after 3 games. Finally, on Wednesday evening, there was a pop lacrosse tournament at Sale High School, including and during this tournament were some primary schools from around the community. Helping the tournament were a few BTEC Year 10 students and American coaches who came down to Sale High School. Over to our reporters.
Well, over the last 5 years, the government have been very kindly offered a programme called the School Sports Partnership, which part of the section is to promote competition and new sports to primary schools. And today, glorious weather, we've linked up with Brooklands Lacrosse to introduce pop lacrosse to the Year 2 and 3 students from our family of schools.
There are a lot of involvement and organising to get this event together.
Considering the logistics of 160 primary school children, the transport to get here, the coaches from Brooklands Lacrosse and also the Year 10 sports students from Sale High School, getting everybody together to come up with an hour and a half of pop lacrosse. There was a lot of organising.
How important is days like today to the development of pop lacrosse within our primary schools?
These days, we do a number of these festival days for a lot of the high schools and secondary schools in the area, and they're absolutely vital for our development for pop lacrosse and also moving into field lacrosse. It gives each year group an opportunity to have a go at lacrosse, where some schools obviously target different year groups. These days are aimed at maybe years 3s or 4s who wouldn't normally have access to that game. So it's brilliant. It just gives the kids a go before maybe they actually do it within curriculum time within their primary schools.
Okay, I believe you have coaches from America helping out today. What type of things are they responsible for within lacrosse coaching?
Well, we normally have 3 Americans every year, but there's only 2 here to do today because one's actually out in a school at the moment. The 2 here are obviously part of our coaching staff, and they go into all our primary schools and all our secondary schools. We're currently coaching 42 schools. So their job, when they're actually employed by us, the job is to actually go into schools and widen the knowledge of lacrosse, spread the word about the game, and hopefully the children, if they're interested, will come down to the club and play.
Okay, thank you.
You're very much.
Well, what sorts of sports do you teach at Templemore?
We do a range. We have gymnastics, we have games outside, we do athletics, we do dance as well, we have after school clubs as well, we do pop lacrosse, street dancing, tennis and cricket.
Good afternoon, I'm Callum, this is Sale High.
And I'm Sinead, and this is the first ever Sale High School BBC report.